thank you to our visionary founder mentor, Professor Rachna Chakraborty, whose guidance and leadership have made all of this possible. My name is Devnarayan Chakraborty, a student of 8th grade, and I'll be your host this evening as we welcome an incredible guest who has inspired millions across the globe. Dr. Mike Litman is a celebrated entrepreneur, speaker, and mentor who has helped over a million people in more than 100 countries. With over 1,600 global awards and 39 honorary doctorates, he is widely recognized for his work in personal growth and leadership. It's a privilege to have him here today, and I look forward to a wonderful session filled with insights and inspiration.
I really appreciate it, Devnarayan. It's really an honor, like having me here right now on this platform, and really appreciate Rachana and again Devnarayan Chakraborty. Been really practicing for your name, so it's been really honored. So this is Mike Litman, and as you like you you elaborated, you explained. It's a bit about my profile. So in the bottom line, yeah, this is Mike Litman, and I've been honored with 39 honorary doctorate degrees, and I've been talking like more than 109 nations all over the globe, and I've been awarded with more than 1,600 of global awards. So right away, I'm working as a global multiple award-winning thought leader all over the globe, and I've been inspired and enlighten a lot of souls. So this is a pleasure to be here, and I'm feeling so honored because you've invited me on this platform to have a talk on the public speaking skill. And especially, I've been in this domain for the last couple of decades.
So we have a few questions to interview you, and like we want to know more about you. So can we please? So shall we proceed?
Can you please speak louder?
Oh, sorry, maybe there were any technical issues. So as I was saying, we have a lot of questions to interview you, and we need to start with them. So it'll be a really good, it'll be really honor of us to like get to know from you. So shall we proceed?
Yeah, seriously, because today we're gonna have a talk on the public speaking skill, and yeah, there's a lot of things we can say about it, but I want to tell you seriously about the public speaking skill because this is not this is no more a skill, by the way, because it is absolutely like influencing people. So yeah, Rachel, I can see. So there's the greatest question from Devnarayan. That's why, like I have started to talk about the public speaking skill because we have a talk about it. So please, particular, if you have any questions, so please, I'm here to answer your particular question. Yeah.
Definitely. So my first question that I would like to ask you is, like, what inspired you? What inspired you to begin your journey as a motivational speaker and like a writer?
Yeah, this is the greatest question. So I have a story, like everyone have a story. So I had a great story and I had a humble beginning. And I want to tell you, when I was growing up, absolutely like you when I was so young. So I was going through some very serious challenges and problems. And maybe today, like if someone is tuning on this beautiful podcast, so it would be the greatest lessons for all of such guys, for such people. Because when I was growing up, so I was growing up with some certain challenges. So number one was I was having a problem of the mutism. I had a problem communicating with people, and especially whenever it happened in my classroom or whenever it happened with my other classmates, it happened if someone asked me a question. So I had a problem in communicating. Uh, I had a problem of mutism, like I was just speechless, especially in different situations when I was supposed to speak up to have a clarification or to justify myself. So I've been like through the kind of problem because I've been like through a lot of setbacks and challenges in my early times. I've been bullied a lot through in my classroom, and it happens everywhere. Like kids are having a lot of bullies. So I've been like through a lot of bullies to my parents and my best friends and my classmates in my classroom. And I've been, kind of very special student. I have been problem with a dyslexia issue and, having a problem in communicating, having a problem in writing, having a problem in reading, having a problem in understanding. So I I had a great combat inside. I had a great fight inside. So I even couldn't talk to anybody like I'm going through these kind of issues and challenges. So I rectified and I had a very special conversation with myself. I talked to myself. Well, I'm going through these situations, so I have to fight against all this with my own inner powers. So I was pretty much interconnected afterwards because I was introvert as well. So I talked to myself and I started to talk with my one student because I was a big backbencher. So I started to talk with my one friend. And then later on, I sought out a couple of more friends and I started to talk with small group, and then I started to talk with my more friends, and one day I decided that I will have all my classmates or my class fellows. So I started it off, and it was a great experience. So started off with my one friend, and then I started to talk with group, and then big class. Then I decided, okay, then I need to really talk, have a talk with lots of people. So I started to talk in assembly of my school. So that was my big day. That was the biggest day in my life. So I built up my own confidence, and I took it from my own. I took it from my own persona, from my own personality, because I was going through, because no one can help you. So all kind of motivation came up in my life from my inside. And because outside, I was going through a lot of challenges and setbacks. As I told you, the bully, like maybe if you are in class with your friends, so people, your friends always help you to understand, like, this is something what you can do. It's very tough. It's challenging. They always tell you, like, what you can do, including, my teachers as well. Like, they didn't encourage me when I was growing up. So it was my first experience I have had in my life. I could get myself motivated and I started to talk. I started from group and then to the community, and I then became a speaker. It was my story. So I helped myself, and then I never looked back, and I started to talk, and it's my dream. And I'm just alive to talk with people. I love to talk with people to change their life. That was a story. Now I can help people like to build up their story. I can help them to write their story. Yes, Dave.
That is that is really inspiring. That's also really, like we get to hear a lot from people around us, and so it's really motivational when you see when people say we come across and they say these things. It's really nice. So another question that I would have for you is, how do you stay motivated even during the most difficult times, or your setbacks?
Yes, exactly. The childhood is a very tough time. I've been like through a lot of challenges and a lot of setbacks, as I told you, like when I was growing up, because I had a very terrible and very challenging environment. So I had a very special talk with myself. Okay. So this is what my message for all the young children, for everyone, because you need to monitor your talk. You need to have a very special talk within yourself, because um, this is only you. And if you start treating yourself like a pussycat, if you start treating yourself like someone very vulnerable, and you don't take yourself up, you don't push yourself up, so you can't go for the biggest success. This is what happened with me. I pushed up myself, and I took very special discipline, because discipline is more important than motivation, because motivation can't be the long lasting. Okay, because motivation, every day you need a motivation. It's just like, you take a shower and you need a shower every day. And every day, once you get a lot of dust, you need to really rinse yourself off. You need to remove all the dust. And maybe like you take one shower in the morning and maybe mid of the day you need another shower because you are having a lot of people around you, they are growing up with the different expectations. Okay, they are coming up in your life with a lot of fears. They tell you all their fears. They tell you, and we unfortunately we start accepting, we start believing in their fears. So when people are telling you their story, if someone is telling you something to do, so it's someone's fear. So I'm telling you my story, and I'm telling you my fear like today I've shared. So people will tell you their fears. So don't become limited because someone else's opinion about you has not to become your reality. Your reality must be in your hand because this is what I recommend all the young kids, like what I did in my childhood. When I did when I was growing up, my mom asked me, "Hey, what's your story?" And Mama, I don't have a story. Mama said, "No, I need you to write your story." And seriously, like she gave me one page and one pencil, and she asked me to write your story, to create your story. I said, "Okay, Mama, I just fabricated my story. It was just a faking story. I just faking out myself." When I said, "Yeah, Mama, when I would be growing up, I would be, or when I grow up, I would be inspiring a lot of people. I would be uh, uh, like the Spider-Man who can fly from one place to another place." So I fabricated, I imagined one story. You also can imagine one story today, okay? And then start believing in the story. I want to tell you, once you believe in some story, then ask every day ask yourself, then what you're doing to make that story happen? What you're doing? What better ideas you are bringing um in your life to become that story what you're believing in? All right, so it's your story, it's absolutely about you, and you're gonna make that story happen. Once you dream it, then you make it happen, and then the miracles, will happen, in your life. So first, you need to dream a story. I fabricated. I dreamed a story in my life. I had a dream in my life. Then I believe in that story. Then I executed my story. And every day I question myself, what you're doing, Mikey, to make that story real? How can you make that story happen in your life? So every day I did something to make my story happen. Yes. So everyone is going
That
through.
is
Yeah.
that is so nice to hear. Like reading your own story. It's really like really nice to hear that. It's like when you create your own pages of your own story, it feels you're paying extra attention to your own.
Hello.
Yeah, I think he's having network issues. They got
So no
fixed
problem.
up.
We are over here and hope like he's gonna join us. Uh,
He'll
uh,
be joining in, I think. Yeah. Devnarayan, we lost you in between. You froze. Your
Yes.
video and audio got frozen. So please continue with your
Oh, did
question.
I freeze?
okay, what's your next question, Dave?
Am I audible now?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, I can hear you. You're
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah. So my question was, what is one thing you would wish what is one thing you would wish every teenager, especially children of our age, knew, and a habit that they would build regularly?
Oh wow, what a question! Seriously, that's really inspiring. Yes, when I was growing up, I was the biggest dreamer. Seriously, I had a big dreams ever in my life. This is what I'm seriously blessed for. And the dreaming about your life is not a need. It's not about actualization. It's about the responsibility. Day. Rachana,
Yes.
and all the Indians right now, maybe you have tuned in and you're watching this podcast. Dreaming big is your responsibility. And it's not a personal responsibility, it's your impersonal responsibility. Everyone who born and who is breathing is born. It is a personal responsibility to dream bigger. And remember, dreams are never personal. Dreams are always impersonal. Dreams are not about you. Dreams are about others. Like if you want to become a seriously successful person, then make more people successful in their life. If you're gonna make 10 people millionaire, they're gonna make you the billionaire. So I want to tell you, when I was growing up, as I told you, like I was dreaming like I'm Spider-Man, who can fly from one place to another place and who can help the more vulnerable people in their life. I was dreaming so big in my life. This is I'm most seriously blessed for. And I really want to help I really want to pay gratitude to my mom and to my parents because they helped me to dream bigger. They never asked me to dream low. They always told me, always dream bigger. They always told me, hey Michael, you're gonna be the world class. You're gonna be the world class. They never talked to me that, hey, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a writer, you're going to be a speaker, you're going to be a philosopher. No, she always talked to me, Mikey, you're going to be the world class. This world is yours. This world is yours. So always I've been dreaming so big, and my dreams are always unlimited. And then I dreamed big in my life, and secondly, I followed my dream. I was so passionate about it. I never quit. I was so consistent and persistent. I've been like objected and distracted, and I've been diffused. I've been objected because I was dreaming so big. But I said, no, thank you very much. You don't know what I am, what I want in my life because I was dreaming big, because I was dreaming bigger than anybody else around me. And if you are dreaming low, because Dave, a lot of people, they dream low and they achieve it. That's why they're not happy and successful in their life. So never be satisfied. Always dream big and always try to hit the moon. One day you're going to hit the moon, and if you're going to miss it, you will land among the stars. Wow, I love Leslie, who sings very much, right? So always be ready, be hungry to learn, and never stop learning, because the more you learn, the more you're gonna earn. And the more you will learn how to earn, the more you will learn that how to learn more. Because I tell Dave, a lot of my clients, a lot of my students, if you want to learn more, then learn more and more and more and more. Because the more you learn, the more you can know that what I need to learn. Because this is a dilemma. The more you learn, you feel like, hey, I don't know anything. The more you learn, you get um you feel like, oh my God, I don't know anything. This is what the philosophy is. So always try to learn more, because if you learn more, you will learn more. And hey, this world is yours. So
Yes.
don't be limited, and don't dream low. Always dream bigger, and stop dreaming low. Always dream bigger in your life, and dream what no one is dreaming. But remember, dreams are always impersonal. Dreams are not about you. Dreams are all about other people, because you gotta make other people happy and successful. Likewise, if dream is not personal, it means success is also not personal. Success is also impersonal. Responsibility is not personal, it's also impersonal. So you are responsible for everyone on this globe. Yes, Dave. Looking
I
forward.
really love your I really love your opinion over that. Like your philosophy, as you said, don't dream for yourself, but dream for the rest of the people in the world. That is
Exactly.
so like on point, and it makes a lot of sense. It's really like something on a correct base. I really love that to hear from you. Moving on, another question. as always, we have is, what role did communication skills play in your career growth?
Yeah, first I want to tell you, communication is not about speaking. And I better from today, uh, rather we say communication. I think what we speak to influence people. Okay, so all the languages we speak. Otherwise, we don't need to speak because we speak to make people influence. We don't just want to give a message because whenever you speak, you want to get something out from your thought. So I don't feel like this is no more communication, and I think we need to replace the word communication with influence because we speak to influence people. We speak to sell something off. We want to get some results because we speak to get something up. We speak to get some results. So obviously, because I'm a public speaker and I help people to speak for the public, for the community. So it helped me a lot. But I want to tell you one secret because I was a speaker, but people don't remember what you speak. Dave, it's a punchline. People don't remember what you speak. People only remember how do you speak. Okay, so the question is how do you speak? Now because you see my hands, I'm moving my hands, and you see my body because we speak body. Okay, so body language could play a very pivotal role in my conversation and to get results from the people. So I practiced on how to use your body. A lot of people they speak very well, they have very nice selection of the words, but they do use their body because body is about NLP. It's about the neuro linguistic programming. Okay, so your communication is not what you speak. Okay, your communication is the results what you get. Your communication is not completed until you speak and the response you get, and once your response is completed, this is what we call the communication, because until the response is not completed, there is no communication. Again, let's change this word communication with influence because we speak to influence people, and you only can influence people when you use your body language. Yeah, like you see, I'm using my hands, I'm using my body. If I'm just telling you, yeah, it happened. It happened with me. I practiced it in my life because I could get very positive results, but using my body language. For example, if you are speaking and using your hands likewise, okay, so it means I'm open and sincere and I'm attracting really positive energy if I'm using my hands like this. Okay, my hands are open and I'm using my hands as my what I'm speaking is coming from bottom of my heart. But when I'm speaking to people and my hands goes upside down, it means I'm showing superiority, authority, and I'm not, in a mood or in a condition like to go with the conversation, or maybe I'm speaking, I'm rejecting whatever is coming to me. So most of the time, leaders when they talk like this, because all the speakers are the leaders. When you speak and you move your hands like this, you are open, receptive, and you are sincere with your audience and with your group, with your community you're talking with. But when hands goes upside down, it means you are showing superiority. Okay, and it means this communication will get into dead end job because there would be no result, and people would maybe they will show you a very negative response. Likewise, when people talk to their audience and they use your hands like this, and they just make it's just like you're using a home axe and you are chopping something. Okay, so don't use your hands like this. Even you are very positive in your words, in your communication, but if you're using your hands like this, so this is very negative in your in your communication. So your communication would get the negative results. Likewise, if you're talking to people and you're using your finger like this again and again, so the people will get angry and you will have the very negative response. Likewise, if you're talking to people and you cross your arms and you show your hands like this, it means it's all conversation. Okay, so it means I'm not agreeing with your conversation. So NLP plays a very pivotal role to make your public speech or to make your public communication or the public influential talk make it very positive and it makes it more impactful. Okay, when you are using your body language in a very positive manner and in a very positive and open. So I learned, and this could help me a lot. Seriously, like you see, I'm using my hands, so it means the speakers mostly use your hands. They touch their tips of the hands, and they are mostly talking like that, or they are listening there. So it means like you're becoming more decisive. Okay, you're becoming more you're taking very serious concern. You are really thinking, and sometimes when you are a leader and you're listening and you're using your hands likewise. Okay, so it also means you're the keen listener, and it means you're becoming you're listening is very critically. Okay, and you're more attention to your speaker, so you're using your hands here, so it's become more decisiveness in your so while you're listening, it's the most important communication. Listening is very tough because listening takes a lot of energy. It consumes you seriously. Speaking is very easy, pretty easy job. Listening is very tough. Why? Because listeners tell you everything like when you're talking.
That is really insightful and it's really knowledgeable as well. Like it depends on the psychology itself. It's like really on the perspective of how people take it. Well, yeah. So last but not the least, the question I would like to ask you is, that you've worked with hundreds of organizations, right? What qualities do you think? What qualities do you think make a great leader?
Very complicated question, by the way, Dave. You want me to sum this up like within no time, Dave? That's a very interesting question. It's quite leadership. It has. I just want to talk about the superhighway leadership because you maybe will be listening a lot of speakers, but it's a bit unfortunate because we as a speaker we are not Okay, so it means I'm not agreeing with your conversation. So NLP plays a very pivotal role to make your public speech or to make your public communication or the public influential talk make it very positive and it makes it more impactful. Okay, when you are using your body language in a very positive manner and in a very positive and open. So I learned, and this could help me a lot. Seriously, like you see, I'm using my hands, so it means the speakers mostly use your hands. They touch their tips of the hands, and they are mostly talking like that, or they are listening there. So it means like you're becoming more decisive. Okay, you're becoming more you're taking very serious concern, you are really thinking, and sometimes when you are a leader and you're listening and you're using your hands likewise. Okay, so it also means you're the keen listener, and it means you're becoming you're listening is very critically. Okay, and you're more attention to your speaker, so you're using your hands here, so it's become more decisiveness in your so while you're listening is the most important communication. Listening is very tough because listening takes a lot of energy. It consumes you seriously. Speaking is very easy, pretty easy job. Listening is very tough. Why? Because listeners tell you everything like you're talking.
That is really insightful, and it's really knowledgeable as well. Like, it depends on the psychology itself. It's like really on the perspective of how people take it. Well, yeah. So last but not the least, the question I would like to ask you is, that you've worked with hundreds of organizations, right? What qualities do you think? What qualities do you think make a great leader?
Very complicated question, by the way, Dave. You want me to sum this up like within no time, Dave? That's a very interesting question. It's quite leadership. It has. I just want to talk about the superhighway leadership because you maybe will be listening a lot of speakers, but it's a bit unfortunate because we as a speaker, we are not really talking about the superhighway leadership. This is the highest metrics of the leadership. It's absolutely a one-sided love. It means you are impersonal with your dreams and you are dreaming about other people. So there are a lot of success stories. There's a lot of great stories happen on this world, like, and they really help humanity. And people, they rejected them, and they've been rejected, but people always, had a talk with them like they are not doing right, and they have been prisoned sometimes. They've been like through a lot of setbacks because of the people's attitudes, but they never quit. And they've been in love with the humanity and they've been consistent with that. Okay, so what I could do about my life, I just did one thing. I just attracted the greatest things in my life because I'm believing for the last couple of decades, especially in the law of attraction. So the more you work and the more you think about humanity, I've been speaking about humanity for the last decades. So that's what could bring me like on that super high leadership road. I'm still learning a lot. Leadership definition is always in crisis. Leaders, they eat at the end. Leadership is a choice. No one is a born leader, Dave. It has its content, and it's all about the greatness. The more you are worried about the people, they get worried about you. All the leaders, they are seriously worried about people, and they are worried about one great thing about the humanity. They want to fix it. They want to see people happy, successful. They want to help people to achieve their dreams. They're the superhighway leaders. And they are like sugar cane because by the end of the day, there's no sugar cane, but you can enjoy sweetness everywhere. The sweetness is everywhere in all the products. So leaders, they're not biased. They eat at the end. They always help people to achieve their dreams. They always help people to win. They look like the coaches. The coaches, they're out of the ground because Indians, they love playing cricket. You see the coaches, they're sitting outside the stadium in the ground. But when team wins, everyone is running and rushing to the coach. This is what the leadership is. The leaders, they go with you. They help you to win. And once you win, they get happy. They said, wow, they oh they feel like I'm successful. Because when they see their clients happy and successful, they enjoy his charisma. They said, wow, I did it. And the leaders, they are the people under their guidance, their presence, people enjoy their success. They achieve everything. And by end of the day, they feel like I have done and achieved everything myself. It was 100% my contribution. And there would be no leader around. That's what the leadership is. It's a one-sided love with humanity. Leaders that don't accept any credit, they always appreciate and give credit to other people. They are doing a lot. They are doing a lot once they have it. They do a lot. Accept any credit. They always give an invitation to other people. So again, it's a one-sided love. Leadership is a choice, and no one is a born leader. It has its recipe. And if you want to enjoy that, if you want to try that recipe, and you are putting all the ingredients of the recipe in that dish, you're going to be the leader. And if you're missing, and if someone is not following that recipe, so you can't enjoy that taste. And if you have a dream goal in your life, then you need to have a dream team.
That is really, really insightful. It's very nice to hear from you that leadership is so important, how we can make great leaders. I'll really apply that to my life as well and make it better. Well, with this, we have come to the conclusion of our interview, of our podcast. I thank you, Dr. Mike Litman, again for joining us today in this evening. It's really an honor to have you as a guest in an interview and learn to and get to know from you so many things, so many new topics, so many perspectives that we may not come across in the daily life. It's really knowledgeable. It's really like when you know a lot, it feels that it's always like you know less, but you also know more at the same time. So getting to know more is also a helpful benefit to you. So I'm really honored and I'm really glad that I have interviewed someone like you and got to know from your personal experiences, from how you think and how you shape our beliefs. It's really nice.
Likewise, Devnarayan, Chakraborty, the beautiful name. It was so inspiring, really. And I really want to tell you, like, you have greatness within you, and you are the greatest. You're going to be the greatest super highway leader because your questions. Because I want to tell you, if you want to, I'm not talking about judging people, but if you want to evaluate someone, so listen to their questions. All right, so you got an amazing question. Seriously, that was a nice homework, and you got an amazing and a really outstanding question. This one, seriously, it was really heart touching, and you really made this conversation mesmerized for everyone and all the listeners. I wish you, and I knew you are the greatest leader. Um, Seriously,
Thank you so much.
I really want to appreciate and congratulations to Rachna Chakraborty because you are encouraging more leaders. You are also the greatest leader because leaders always help other people to dream bigger. So Rachna, you are doing likewise. You're helping the young children to dream bigger and stop dreaming bigger. All right.
Thank you so much. And just for a small vote of thanks, thanks, sir, for giving your precious time. I know you are busy with so many different channels and giving your valuable time. My students were also encouraged with your presence, and we are overwhelmed for your time which you gave. And Dev Narayan is a learner. The questions were framed by him, and he is also in the process of learning. With your blessings, surely we'll have more such sessions and develop the skills of the kids. Thank you so much,
Right.
sir.
Sorry for interrupting because I want to tell you because everyone is dreaming to become a business. I want to tell you the top secret, please. The John C. Maxwell in these days like working definitely a lot. He is the guru and he's the godfather of godfathers. So I just want to quote him here. So the greatest thing about leaders, yes, they are the greatest learners. They are the greatest learners. They are the greatest students. They're always open, alert, okay, and they are receptive. They're always receptive and they are detached from all kind of unproductive beliefs. And most importantly, they are the greatest learners and they learn by choices.
Thank you. Thank you
Appreciate it.
so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate. And thank you, Devnarayan. I know your exams are on, but still you took out your time. Thank you so much. Do keep joining, encourage your friends too, because we learn a lot when we share.
Yeah,
And we have great leaders
exactly.
with us, mentors with us. It's not always that we know everything. There is a lot more to learn. We are just a grain of sand in the ocean of knowledge. So let us all increase our knowledge together by joining hands. Thank you so much. Good night to all my viewers. Thank you for watching. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dev
Madam,
Narayan. Bye bye.
Bye-bye, Dave. Bye-bye.
thank you